All right, guys. So today we're talking about business formation and insurance for your junk removal business. So let's dive right in. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling from the junk removal startup guide that I actually talked about in a previous video. So this is part of our junk removal playbook that we offer, and you'll find the details of that in the description below. Let's talk specifically about chapter 3 for your business formation and your legal setup. Most people starting a junk removal business should form an LLC first, and here's why. An LLC gives you liability protection, meaning your personal assets are separate from your business liabilities. Pass through taxation, meaning your business income flows to your personal return, and minimal ongoing compliance requirements. So it is the right structure for a startup. An S-Corp election makes sense once your net profit hits roughly $40,000 to $60,000 per year. At that point, the S-Corp structure lets you split your income between your W-2 salary and shareholder distributions. So you only pay FICA self-employment taxes on the salary portion, not the distributions, which can save you $5,000 to $12,000 per year in taxes, depending on your profit level. So the short version is you want to start as an LLC and talk to a CPA when your net income approaches $40,000 and then let them run the numbers. Let's talk about forming the LLC. Here are the basics. Number one is choose the business name. Search your state Secretary of State website to confirm the availability. Also search the USPTO trademark database and secure your domain before you file. Then you're going to want to file your articles of organization with your state's Secretary of State office. In North Carolina, this costs $125 and can be done online. Other states can range from $50 to $500. And most states process in 1 to 3 business days. The next step is to get your EIN. That is your employer identification number. Now, guys, I'm going to stop right here because I know some of you watching this are going to go, this is so basic. I've done this many times. But if someone has never done this before, this is like hieroglyphics. So it's important if you've never done this to really understand what you're getting into. These are all very easy, very basic if you're a seasoned entrepreneur. But if you are just starting off, and this isn't just for junk removal, but if you're just starting off, these are the steps you want to take to get your business off the ground. You're going to get that EIN from the IRS. So go to irs.gov and search apply for EIN and then complete the online application. This takes about 5 minutes and you receive your EIN immediately. It's free and you need to do this before you can open a business bank account. So very important. Number 4, draft an operating agreement. This is an internal document that outlines ownership percentages, how decisions are made, and what happens if an owner wants to exit. Even as a single member LLC, you should have one. It reinforces the legal separation between you and your business. Number 5, open a dedicated business bank account. Never commingle your personal and your business money. This is both a legal protection and a practical necessity for clean bookkeeping. Guys, I cannot overemphasize how important it is that you adhere to this right here. Good options. Relay, no fees, excellent for small business. Blue Vine earns interest on balances. Chase Business Complete. That's also good if you want a physical branch. We've also used Bank of America and Truist and have had good success with them. Number 6, register for a DBA if needed. If your LLC is filed as you can see here, Bullard Hauling LLC, but you operate as Junk Raider, you may need to file a DBA or doing business as or trade name registration with your county or state. Cost anywhere from $10 to $100. Let's talk about your business address. You have 3 options. You have your home address, which is very common. It's fine when you're starting and creates privacy concerns, though, because now your address is public record on the LLC filing. Number 2 is registered agent service. Services like Northwest Registered Agent or Inc. File or Zen Business, they charge $50 to $150 per year to receive official documents on your behalf. Lastly, which I'm a big fan of, is the virtual mailbox or a commercial mailbox. It's a physical street address at a UPS store or similar. Runs $10 to $50 a month, and it looks more professional than a home address. Now let's talk about insurance requirements. And guys, you do not want to cut corners here because one uninsured incident, a truck backing into a customer's car, which has happened to us, A worker dropping an appliance on a hardwood floor has also happened to us, funny enough. It's almost as if I wrote this. An injury on a job site can wipe out everything you've built. Insurance is the cost of doing business in this industry. So if you're not familiar with Wisdom Insurance Agency and Tony Stubbs, I highly recommend you contact them. I cannot guarantee that they have coverage in your state because I just don't know their business that well. But I know that when we switched over to Wisdom Insurance Agency with Tony Stubbs as our agent, we were able to cut our insurance back almost a third. Same coverage, but our cost dropped a third. When you've got a fleet of vehicles and you're doing well over $100,000 a month and you're doing big jobs, demolition, some of our jobs are $30,000, $50,000. You want to make sure you've got the best coverage possible. And this made all the difference. So I hope that helps someone out there. Make sure you look into it. So what do you need? You need general liability insurance. A minimum should be $1 million per occurrence, $2 million in aggregate. What's it going to cover? Property damage that you cause, bodily injury to third parties, completed operations. The annual cost, anywhere from $1,100 to $2,500 for a one-truck solo operation. Now, many commercial clients will require a certificate of insurance, listing them as additional insured before they will hire you. So your general liability policy is what makes this possible. Next, let's talk about commercial auto insurance. Required the moment you use any vehicle for business purposes. What does it cover? Liability, collision, comprehensive for your business vehicles. The annual cost, $1,800 to $3,500 for one truck. Very important here. Your personal auto policy does not cover your truck when it's being used for business. This is not optional. It is illegal to operate uninsured. Okay, workers' comp required in most states once you have 1 to 3 employees. The threshold varies by state. Check your state workers' comp rules. So check your state's workers' comp rules. What does it cover? Medical bills and lost wages when an employee is injured on the job. The annual cost, roughly 8 to 15% of covered payroll for junk removal. It's a higher risk trade classification. Just know that in advance. If you have one employee making $40,000 per year, budget $3,200 to $6,000 per year for workers' comp. Tools and equipment covers your equipment if it's stolen from your truck or damaged on a job. The annual cost, $150 to $400. Again, that's a year. Low cost, it's worth having. Commercial umbrella. The $1 million umbrella policy provides coverage above and beyond your general liability and auto limits. Annual cost, $500 to $1,500. Recommended once you have employees who are working commercial contracts. So let's take a look at the total here. The annual total for a solo one truck operation per year is $3,000 to $6,500. Annual total once you add your first employee, $7,000 to $13,000. So now imagine you've got a fleet of, say, 6 vehicles. You can see where that number is going to balloon based on how many vehicles, how many employees, their records, how many incidents you've had. So, okay, let's also talk about licensing and permits. And I'm not going to get into this whole thing right now because it's fairly lengthy, but here's what I will tell you. The licensing landscape for junk removal is more fragmented than most industries. The requirements vary significantly by state, county, and even city. Here is what is universal versus what is local. Always required no matter where you are, right? It's a business license. Almost every city and county requires you to register your business locally. That is going to be separate from your state LLC filing. Costs can range from $20 to $500 or more per year, and you'll find this at your city or your county clerk's office or on your local government's website. Plan on budgeting between $50 to $150 for this. I'm going to stop right there because this is just a teaser for the next video. But once again, we've got some incredible information here in our junk removal startup guide. So if you are just starting your business or thinking about starting your business, this is a fantastic guide. It is priced so that anyone can afford it. And we encourage you to at least take a look at it and see if this is something that you think would benefit you and your potential or your current business operation. More to come next time.